Behind the closed doors of CIA Director John Ratcliffe's warning in Moscow lies a piece of geography most people outside Eastern Europe have never even heard of. And according to military planners on both sides, it might be the single most dangerous stretch of land on the entire planet. It's called the Suwałki Gap, a narrow 65-kilometer corridor of farmland and forest connecting Poland to Lithuania, the only overland lifeline between the Baltic states and the rest of NATO. On one side sits Russia's heavily militarized Kaliningrad exclave. On the other, Belarus, Moscow's closest and most obedient ally. Sever that corridor, and all three Baltic states are instantly cut off from every NATO tank, soldier, and supply convoy that would need to reach them by land, transformed overnight into an isolated island surrounded entirely by hostile territory, exactly as wargame simulations run by former senior officials have already modeled. Which means any real, credible defense of the Baltics runs straight through Kaliningrad itself, a heavily fortified pocket of Russian territory bristling with advanced air defense systems, Iskander missile batteries, and the headquarters of Russia's entire Baltic fleet. And here is the trap nobody in Brussels wants to say out loud. Kaliningrad isn't occupied land or a war zone. It is recognized sovereign Russian soil. Russian nuclear doctrine explicitly lowers the threshold for using tactical weapons the moment the homeland itself is judged to be under existential threat. That leaves NATO staring down an almost impossible decision. Allow Russia to seal the Suwałki Gap and watch the alliance's credibility collapse within days, or strike Kaliningrad directly to keep the Baltics connected and risk triggering the exact nuclear escalation every official on Earth is desperate to avoid. According to reports, this exact scenario, Kaliningrad, the Suwałki Gap, the entire nightmare equation, is part of what Ratcliffe carried directly to Russian intelligence chiefs in Moscow, a signal that Washington understands precisely what's at stake here. One 65-kilometer strip of land holding the fate of an entire military alliance hostage to a decision nobody actually wants to make.